Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us again here today at Bitcoin Exchange. This is Jay, and I'm putting out a new video on a pre-sale that's going on live, and it will be lasting through November 12th. But the pre-sale is going on, and then it's going to jump into a regular sale here in a little bit. We'll get to that. But that's a company called Stack. This is their website, STKtoken.com, and that's the name of their token, STK. This particular company, a little bit about it. Stack was launched out of Canada in conjunction with FinTech to create the STK token. And the token and Stack is reaching out to answer two major issues going on in the crypto revolution. The first one is that while it is true that there's over 100,000 companies out there that is accepting Bitcoin, there's 39 plus million companies out there that aren't even aware of the cryptocurrency world, or they haven't found a way to integrate their store into the cryptocurrency world. And Stack is answering both those needs with their app and with their product and their program. The other problem that they are trying to and have basically solved is how long it takes for a transaction to take place at the point of sale. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here and watch this video, and it's going to be jumpy at the very beginning. It's not my internet connection, it's just the video, but it explains this in real time, and you can see this transaction take place.
Hey, I'm Amanda. I'm head of brand at Stack, and today we're going to show you how we've connected our mobile wallet app to the blockchain so that you can use cryptocurrency to pay for things at any point of sale system anywhere in the world.
Hi, I'm Yervant. I'm CTO at Stack. Come with us. We'll show you just how easy it is.
So I'm just going to switch over from my cash account to my cryptocurrency wallet. Easy as that.
The biggest problem with cryptocurrencies right now is that you can't use them to make everyday purchases. We created the STK token to allow you to do just that.
So whether you're grabbing dinner with friends or just a little retail therapy, now you can use cryptocurrency to pay for things using just your phone.
There you have it. You saw how fast that was and how they're answering that need. Now what we're going to do is go over here and explain to you in their tech page here. Please read their white page at your convenience, and always remember to invest at your own risk. But this is on my radar and will be in my portfolio because they answer everything that I look for in an ICO. And if you've not watched my video on what to look for in an ICO, you need to do that, because it's important for you to understand and not just buy into anything that you think is affordable. There's a lot of pump and dumps out there, and there's a lot of good companies out there. The average really good company on the ICO is giving a 30x to 50x return. Now, that doesn't mean that you're promising anything by this particular company on the performance of their token, nor am I in my channel promising anything with Stack. However, I'm impressed with it. I wanted to share it with you, and here's the reason why. The current state of crypto is that there's $22 trillion being spent in the consumer world, in the merchants and shoppers every year. The problem is only very few of that is taking place with cryptocurrencies. And so Stack is doing one, they're raising the awareness of the crypto world to the 39 million stores that are out there, businesses that need to get involved in the crypto revolution because, and they put it here, it's the future of finance, and that's very true. They will be a solution, Stack will be a solution that will facilitate real-time cryptocurrency transactions at the point of sale. Now that's important. They give you the problem in the solution, and that's another thing that I say should be out there. They've done a wonderful job on this. The problem is the merchants are not even aware that they can accept cryptocurrencies, and so they're going to allow that 39 million merchants worldwide to use the crypto wallet to be able to integrate their company into the revolution of crypto by their wallet software. Number two, the problem is the point of sale takes too long to complete the transaction. It should be near instant time, and it's not. If you take a look at this drawing here, we're going to call this Starbucks, and here you are over here. Now you go into Starbucks and you're going to spend Bitcoin. Starbucks accepts Bitcoin. It's going to be taken down here to the blockchain and waiting for that transaction to be verified. Okay, this happens with Bitcoin, 7 to 10 transactions a second. Okay, however, if there's 100,000 transactions in the world going on, the blockchain becomes bottlenecked. And now someone over here who's mining these transactions, okay, to complete the transaction, is going to look at a $5 latte, and they're going to look over here somewhere else and say, well, here's a $3,000 transaction. It's the same amount of effort to mine both, but I'm going to make way more off the $3,000 transaction than I would the $5 transaction, and the bottleneck takes place. And that is unacceptable for a 2-minute, 3-minute time frame if it happens that quickly. Okay, so here's how Stack answers that. They answer it with a liquidity pool. In other words, there's several $1,000,000 of money that Stack has here, and you go in, you buy the latte, the merchant is immediately connected to Stack's liquidity pool, and they pay that bill. At the same time that's happening, in the same microseconds that takes place, Stack's wallet app is communicating with the liquidity pool, and it is crediting your wallet account for the same transaction, which is then laid out in an open ledger of blockchain over here. So they're not bottlenecking the blockchain down. They're making the transaction very quickly with their liquidity pool in this circle here, and then recording the transaction on the open blockchain. Now, it's important to understand that because that just reduced it down to the point of sale that you just saw in that video. Very, very impressive that they're trying to do these things. Now, this company, as I said, has been in conjunction with FinTech, and there's some things here in the news, and you can go to this as part of their website and click on any one of these news articles and read it at your leisure. We did just that. Here's one here, where a Stack token is a global solution facilitating borderless transactions. You can use this anywhere in the world, folks. You saw that using the MasterCard. If you saw that in the video, it's connecting, and they have come in conjunction with MasterCard. They've teamed up with MasterCard to make all this happen. Okay, so here is the STK token by Stack Global Payments. We'll start the ICO on October 25th, and it runs through November 3rd. And then, of course, from there, that's your pre-sale. Then it's going to jump again, and we'll get to that here in just a little bit. The STK token platform will enable its users for real-time point of sale and using the Ethereum ERC20 standard token. Okay, by using an application named as Stack and the token itself, the platform will create the solution of the two most problems, as we mentioned earlier, and that is awareness by the vendor and the point of sale and how long it takes place. So there's one article there by ICO Magazine. Here's another one by Market Insider. Stack Global Payments announces the Stack token, providing instant cryptocurrency payments at the point of sale. Folks, this is really important that you understand this. I had someone ask me earlier, why would I want to spend my cryptocurrency and the value of it is always going up? That's true. But in order for something to be a currency, it needs to be spent. If you're collecting it, you're going to pull it off the market, and it's going to be like a China doll over in Grandma's corner hutch. You need to spend, and you need to be able to spend at the point of sale, and Stack is bringing that into play. Very nicely done. So the Market Insider gives you more information about this particular cryptocurrency. Again, you can read that. And here's another one. The Stack Global Payment announces again. This one tells you FinTech created the Stack token as part of the universal solution to borderless transactions coming out of Zug, Switzerland. And they tell you all about the ERC20 token and their token sale. So they're getting a lot of press, and you can go back and take a look at that in the news. You can read through all of these. Here's one here, how Stack works. You can click on that and read and get an idea. It's a summation of the video and this particular review that I'm doing. But all kinds of information, which tells you that they're being supported by major crypto news articles and media that are helping to raise the awareness, not only of the Stack ICO, but the crypto revolution going on in the world today. Now, this is an article about tokens, and you can read this. This is news.earn. This is a wonderful article that Balaji has put out there on thoughts of tokens. And because there's a couple things you need to understand about the particular token that we're dealing with. And this article goes through all different, it's a wonderful article. I thought I'd throw that into this review so you, the subscriber, would be able to read this and get your information to you that you need. And the reason I'm doing that is because when you go over here and you say buy stack tokens, the first thing they're going to tell you is, there's 11 days, 19 hours, 25 minutes to buy your stack with Ether. It's an ERC20 token. You're going to want to buy this with my Ether wallet, have your Ether in there, send it and buy it. Now, in the pre-sale, it's a minimum of 85 Ethereum, but your public sale begins on November 13th. Okay? This is you guys, unless you're wanting to throw in 85 Ethereum. This is their pre-sale. But your public sale begins on November 13th with a minimum of 0.07 Ethereum, okay, which is not bad at all for you to buy into this thing and put this into your portfolio. Now, when you click on this, it's going to give you a series of pages that you're going to go and identify yourself and prove to them who you are. And I'm going to click on this, and you're going to see immediately they're going to ask me if I live in the United States or Canada, which I do. So when I say yes, they're going to tell me that I am not going to be available yet to buy their ICO. And the reason is because the three types of tokens that are available. In the token world, there are three types of tokens. There's the coin, a digital currency like Bitcoin and Ethereum. There's utility tokens, which are still tradable on your exchanges, but have monetary value as well as accessing the services that are available. And then there's a tokenized security, which are shares of the business, and yet it still has value on the exchanges and still have access to the service, but it yields an annual return. Now, the United States SEC and Canada follows a lot of the things that the United States does. The SEC has basically laid out, we believe you to be a securities, you're not going to be able to sell your tokens unless you come into compliance with the SEC. The truth of the matter is, in the early first quarter of 2018, Stack will open to the United States and to Canada, and you will be able to buy this coin then. So please stay with me on this video because it's going to be a wonderful video that it's going to, or a wonderful video. It will be. It's going to be a wonderful token that you can have for your portfolio that's going to grow through 2018 and you'll see a nice return. Now, I say that in hopes that this coin will do well, but neither Stack nor I in this channel are promising any performances at all. In fact, as I mentioned in all of our disclaimers, you're going to invest at your own risk. But I can't get you past this point, but here's where you're going to go. If you say, no, I'm not in the United States and Canada, then they go into the terms that talk to you about your Ethereum wallet, how to send the payment. You're going to sign up with an email so you get notifications. You're going to put in your buyer information, then you're going to make your payment, and then the tokens are going to be sent to your ERC20 wallet of your choice. That's how that's going to work. Now, back over here to their particular website. Right now, your minimum buy is 0.07 Ethereum. Okay? That's going to end. The pre-sale starts here, but on November 12th, it ends. On November 13th is where your sale starts. Now, we've mentioned before, it's 85 Ethereum is your minimum to get into the pre-sale. But when the pre-sale ends, and this is what this video is focusing on, for those of you that can make the pre-sale minimum, do it, because you're going to get in at a wonderful price. Those of you that can't, you come in on the sale, the minimum buy-in of that sale is 0.07 Ethereum. And you'll be able to purchase it as well. Your basic terms, and here we go through it. Your pre-sale is October 30th through November 12th. There's a 20% discount, and your minimum buy-in is 85 Ethereum. Your maximum buy-in is 1,700 Ethereum. Your sale beginning, this is the normal crowd sale here, if you would, the November 13th and ends November 24th. You're buying it at a 10% discount for the first 48 hours of the sale. Your minimum purchase is 0.07 Ethereum. Maximized. Now, if Ethereum, I'll give you guys an idea, if Ethereum is $300, let's just use that as a round figure, $300 and you're at 07, you're going to be buying for basically 21 0.07 Ethereum. 300 times 0.07. Your minimum buy-in is $21. Okay? So it's not a whole lot of money to get involved in that. Now, here's how their stack supply is going to be laid out, and then your bonus structure. And then here's the roadmap of where they started. And remember, another thing I look for in an ICO is how far back does the footprints go? They didn't start this in October or even September of this year. They go back to the fall of last year, and they begin their alpha host card emulation. And they have progressed all of their major stepping stones and your milestones, this company, and where they're going in the future. So you can watch this. And now here you go. The commercial launch with Fiat in the U.S. is going to happen in April 2018. The beta is going to happen in Canada in March. And so you're going to see 2018 be a huge year for the crypto world in general and for Stack in specifics. The token sale does not constitute an offer of securities or promote or invitation or solicitation for investment purposes. They're going to tell you that you're not going to own the company, and we're not going to tell you you're going to make anything off of this, as all ICOs are high risk. And yet, they have met everything that everyone that I am connected with looks for in an ICO. So this is the Stack token, and this is why I want my subscribers to be aware that it is out there for you. It is a highly acclaimed token with a medium to low risk assessment for their sale. And I wanted to put it into your hands so that you would have this information, do your own history, do your own research, invest at your own risk. But I'm putting this in my portfolio. I wanted to throw it up on my channel so that you would understand that it is available here for you. The company is not a pump and dump. They have been highly acclaimed in the media, and they have answered all the things that I look for in an ICO. So I wanted to share that with you and get that out there to you. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, throw me out a comment. Love to hear from you guys. Very connected with my subscribers and with the comments, as you well know. And I will see you in the future.